Hello and welcome to Last Time On. This is the podcast where we pick a show that the three of us have just never fucking seen, watch the pilot, roll some dice, skip some episodes, and try to figure out what happened last time on. I'm Jafar.
I am Ben.
I'm Victor, and we're going to build a snowman today.
Would you
Do
like
you
to build
want
a
to kill a
snowman?
snowman? Spin kick around the halls.
I think there's actually two movies called Jack Frost, I want to say, and one of them's serious.
One's a
and
rom-com and one's a horror movie.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yes.
Yeah. That's funny.
And the horror movie ends with them botching a joke.
Really, I don't think I ever watched that one all the way through because it's just that bad.
It's bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Today we're doing season 1, episode 19. Is it?
Yeah.
Correct.
Of Alias.
Snowman.
Snowman. Yeah, this is
Yes.
this was interesting. I'm totally
Snowman.
confused as hell.
Yes.
This is it's extremely confusing because our protagonist here is working for two different agencies that seem to be both both of them don't exactly have her best interest in mind, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I texted you guys when I first watched this episode. I end up skipping the first 2 minutes. I don't know when this episode starts.
Right. Yeah. Same here. It just opens with the last time on, and I was like,
Yep.
is this the opening? And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's very like there's an era of TV opening where the main character explains the premise of the TV show, and that's what this starts with. But then it just keeps going on into the last time on, and as soon as that started, I was like, "Oh no!" So
Yeah.
I just skipped ahead a bunch to the 2 minute mark and figured we could make it out.
I just
I
just watched
opens,
it. I just watched it and didn't pay attention. So
Okay,
It opens in media leg.
I have in media cuddle. Yeah,
Yeah. So there is a long shot up Jennifer Garner's leg before she is woken up by bad guys who've already found them, and
they found us.
jump in the windows, shooting guns, and exactly what you'd expect from it seems Russian special forces.
Yep.
they're Russians at the very least.
Yeah, Russian goons. They shoot up the lake house, and hey, all right, dude. First scene in the episode, and I already got my points for strategic nudity.
Yeah, but we also get, this is how we know the Russian special forces. They jumped in shooting blindly without any target acquisition, and also didn't bother to secure the site in any way. And so they are already through an escape tunnel into the barn, jump on a dirt bike, and any points they got last episode for, hey, a suppressed Uzi sounds like a suppressed Uzi. Now they got pew pew guns. They've got guns that make no sound at all, and just pa-chew, pa-chew, pa-chew.
Oh, and I love the trope. Did you see when the Russian goons were getting out of their car, they immediately all like the gun cocking noise?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the guns are so noisy in movies.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a meme a long time ago. I thought was hilarious. I don't know. Some people think it's too dark, but it was a meme about Russian special forces, the Spetsnaz, and it said something like 11 hostages. 11 terrorists, 22 hostages, 33 body bags. Mission accomplished.
Yep. That is pretty much on brand for Spetsnaz. And they start driving away, and the Russians get a Hummer right there in the woods, and they're driving away, and we see them. Are you guys familiar with how they are extracted here?
You mean Skyhook?
The
Well, yes,
Skyhook, right?
I'm quite familiar with Skyhook.
Jafar, why are you so familiar with Skyhook?
Yeah, what? Yeah,
Because
Jafar,
it
what
is
have
a central part of both Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, both games I have played the shit out of.
No
And
shit.
5.
Oh wow,
It's in
I've
5
only-
as well, yes.
Huh. I just remember it from Batman Begins.
That is it is also important there. It is also one of the famous pieces of somebody designed this. They never used this.
Yeah, I would not.
Because you know what's great? Having your bones.
Yeah, I imagine this thing would snap your spine right in half as soon as it catches the freaking plane up above. Like,
Well, you
how?
could survive it, but this is one of those things like once you eject from a plane, you don't get to fly anymore because like it's fucked your back up so much. This is the sort of thing like, all right, we
Ejection seats,
skyhooked Sydney out of here, and now you're just retired. You can't spin kick anymore.
Right.
It's just like you're
Yeah.
going from like maybe 40 miles per hour on that bike to however fast that plane is going, so fast, and you're just dangling. Like, and it's like, did it have both of them hooked on, or were they holding on to each other while the plane was flying?
She
And
carabined her harness to his harness.
Right? And so, okay, cool. So you're caught on the wing now, right? I didn't see a cargo bay and back to, like, scoop you up. There's a reason why when you play those Metal Gear games, you just parachute them up and then you don't see them till they're on base. The mechanics of getting someone off of that thing are a fucking nightmare.
You got a crew chief with like a shepherd's crook, just like I almost got you. But yeah, the not to jump too far ahead, the final fight of this episode should be two people like both go to throw a punch and you're just like, oh shoot, oh I pulled every muscle in my back 3 days ago. It should be the very end of the They Live fight.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
So
was great.
we cut to L.A. here, where Vaughn briefs Sydney. They are trying to find Casanau, and an assassin is also looking for him, so they plan to follow the assassin to get to Casanau. What a great plan.
There was some really epic spy music playing here, man. It had that James Bond and Spy Hunter thing going on with the. I don't know what it is about that. It just makes you think of spy music. The band. It was really good.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can get a soundtrack to this show somehow.
That said, this is also in a world full of like spies. She works in an office with probably 100 people, all of whom are spies. Like, not support staff. They are all spies.
There's some support staff.
Yes. But I'm assuming everybody in the suits is a spy. And so if we are...
They
it
need
is
a
sort of like,
finance department.
yeah. It is like in the John Wick universe, there are just thousands of assassins. In the Alias universe, there are thousands of spies. In that world, there's still a freelance assassin. So why would we need a freelance assassin? I can send 40 guys after you. One of them will get you.
Yeah,
Capitalism? I don't know.
maybe it's
But you
cheaper
probably
to
pay
outsource.
more for a freelance assassin. They're like a contractor.
Yeah.
Well, it's the difference between getting a single contractor or getting a consulting firm.
I wonder if assassins ever have like sales. You know, coupon code
Need a quick
discount.
bucks. Yeah. Discount those
50% off
rates,
this weekend.
right? So we get mention here that there's a personal connection to Casanau. We find out what that is pretty shortly, but first, Frankie and Will discuss confronting Sydney about a flight that she has lied about.
Is that their
And yes.
names? Because I just put BFF and Bradley Pooper.
Yeah.
So which Frankie is the
might be
girl female,
Francie.
right? Okay.
So
Francie.
yeah,
Francie.
And
So we
Will is
Francie and Will.
Bradley
Okay.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Let me write
He's
that down,
Rocket
yeah.
Raccoon.
Francie.
I was thinking of
Frankie.
Wet Hot American Summer, where he has a very explicit gay sex scene.
Man, I haven't seen Wet Hot American Summer in a minute.
It's so funny.
It's very good.
Yeah, so they're like, hey, she told us she was going to one place. We found a plane ticket for another place, which is the sort of thing where it's, we want the friends to also continue to be part of this show, but who has ever kept a plane ticket?
Oh, this was early 2000s. So.
Well, I mean, just like in your pocket, like you forget to get rid of it. I have, when I was traveling regularly for work, I would just have them on me at all times.
Yeah.
Just like ones
like
from flights from that weekend or
a
whatever.
Boarding pass you forgot to throw away or something like that.
They just live in your pockets.
Yeah.
The time I would throw out a boarding pass was when I was in line for TSA for my next flight, and I'd be going through my pockets before I went through the machine, and I'd be like, oh, this is from the last one, and just toss it there. Pretty regularly.
So
but they are both... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm guessing Will and Frankie here are her roommates? Or
it does
are they
seem
just...
like they've all moved in together. Hey, your fiance died. Let's all, live together and give you some support.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that either that or they're just those friends that are always at your place. Because I mean, they're raiding the fridge and drinking all of Sydney's beer. So.
Yeah.
But they both chicken out of asking about it, and then Francie's just like, "Why didn't you say anything?" He's like, "That's why I wanted to strategize." I have been in that situation before where it's like we want to confront a friend about a thing, but we both are just like, we haven't had the conversation about how we're going to go about asking about the thing yet. So this felt very real to me.
Yeah. And was it Seattle that she went to, really? Or...
She said she went to Seattle. We don't know where she really went. So, gentlemen, where did she really go?
Kuala Lumpur.
Ooh.
That sounds like this place spies often go to.
I'm going to say we missed a casino episode set in Monaco.
Oh,
Monaco.
that'd be nice. Casino
I'm
episode.
going to say that it was somewhere that like really stood out as a place where you probably don't want to be, like, not a whole lot of banking there. I'm going to say she was in she went to the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Okay.
Ooh. Wasn't there a movie named Congo?
Sure was.
Was that the Michael Crichton movie, right? With the
Yes.
Yes, it is.
with the talking ape. Fun fact that I love to share. You know how apes know sign language? You can teach apes sign language.
A few words. Yeah.
Yeah. This is crazy. When I remember reading about this, in all the like 40, 50 years that naturologists have been communicating with apes through sign language, never once has an ape asked a question.
I've heard that as well.
Yeah, it's like part of the brain that hasn't developed yet. That's pretty freaking wild. Like, they'll respond to questions, but they will never ask one. I find that interesting. We can dive into that, but I'd rather not because I hate apes. Damn dirty apes.
So,
they stink. Anyway, go ahead.
we cut over to her talking with Noah as they're walking into work here. Noah, by the way, I don't think we mentioned his name before, is the person that she was with running from the Russians and skyhooked from.
Right.
Canoodling is, I believe,
they
the
were-
technical term.
I mean, they are intimate, as is brought up to her father later. Yikes. Anyways,
It's like, was that really necessary?
he wants to run away from SD6. He says he's been squirreling money away, skimming off Russian mobsters, and wants to leave this life behind. Sid refuses because of her wanting to find her ex-KGB mom.
Who's alive?
Who's alive, who's more than likely alive.
Well, yeah, we got footage of her, so we know she survived the car crash.
She at least wasn't dead when they thought she was dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's no surprise, I think, to know that I when I say this, I roll the dice before so that I can write down the episode descriptions.
Right.
That way you don't have to do it just from a production standpoint.
Is the next episode Sydney's mom?
I believe Sydney's mom is in the next episode we're watching.
All right, cool.
So So you can go ahead and score your points.
Well, before we move to the next scene, did you guys clock the Cisco network phones that were on the desks
Sure
of the
did.
employees? Those things were around forever, man.
I had one of those on my desk as recently as last year.
Wow. Yeah. Those
I will
things are
say
like
though. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they're like the Nokias of office phones. They just
Yeah.
yeah.
They never die.
Yeah, you
I had a
can't break
different
them.
brand.
I've tried.
But this scene did make me sad because you know who's missing as they ride the elevator up and have their clandestine conversation? The elevator goon from the pilot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the guy who's like,
Make sure
told
no
that
one gets
dude
on
to-
the floor.
Yeah, and he was
They must
he
have
was
got
one of
key
those.
cards finally.
He was one of those that guys who's like I've seen him be like a heavy in a bunch of TV shows, and so I was kind of hoping he'd be a reoccurring character. But you can't have him in there and have them have this conversation. Which
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
you got to assume that elevator's bugged, man.
Oh,
But
that is
he's
true,
also
yeah.
the kind of guy who's like, hey, I stole tens of millions of dollars from the Russian mob, and I plan on disappearing from what I actually think is the CIA. No one will ever find me. Run away with me. And I'm just like, this guy's going to be an oil drum in 7 days.
Oh man. Let's see, where are we now? Hicks was okay. Is this where Hicks gets interrogated? We get another lie detector.
So this is where Noah's file ends up on Sloane's desk, and they're like, hey, weird stuff's going on. And it's like, yeah, he stole a bunch of money from the Russian mob. And they say, hey, he's going to have to talk to McCullough.
Which one's McCullough?
We also found out that they went on a
He's
mission
the guy who runs
previous...
the McCullough's the
polygraph.
guy who runs the polygraph machine.
Okay, that guy. Yeah.
We also find out they went on a previous mission and came back and stole some supercomputer data, but it didn't have anything new or actionable. We then also have a bit here where Noah gets grabbed by the inter-office goons after talking to Carl Lumley. And, Jafar, I want to know, what is your thoughts on the cable management at this place?
You know, it's funny you should bring this up in this episode because in a couple of scenes we see what I describe as the worst server rack in history. And I actually wrote a bunch of notes bitching about their lack of cable management there. So, you know, I've got strong feelings on it. Here's the thing. Like, it is possible to reconstruct an HDMI signal that's running to a monitor remotely. Like, an HDMI gives off trace radiation that can then be used to reconstruct the signal from hundreds of feet away. Right?
Interesting.
It's
So
just
you
like,
could have
I mean, they
wireless
didn't know this
HDMI.
then. And they probably didn't have HDMI running to their monitors in that office
no.
situation. They're probably still on PCI or whatever.
Yeah, this was like 2001. so-
VGA. It's just like, come on, guys. Cable management is about more than aesthetics. Cable management serves an actual purpose.
I've heard that when it comes to HDMI cables, you know how, I don't even know if they're still around anymore, but I think it was Monster Cable would sell these absurdly overpriced
Yeah.
cables and shit. But
They're
when it
all
comes-
exactly the same.
Yeah, and well, when it comes to HDMI, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, it's an all or nothing thing. You can't improve the signal. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what quality HDMI cable
Jafar's
you
about to
have.
qualify that, but
Well, it's not just that, right? It's that there are six types of HDMI cords, maybe five, maybe
wow.
seven.
Huh.
So there's like HDMI 1, 1.1, 1.5, 2,
Was not aware of
2.1,
this.
and 2.2, I think, offhand. They are all identical. And they are not labeled. The
What?
only way to know what one is to plug it in a device capable of different resolutions and frequent refresh rates, and seeing what you can do with it. That's it.
Weird.
That's the only way to know what HDMI cable you got.
I have had
fucking
sometimes
nightmare.
where I plug it in. I try to plug in like a Roku box, and it comes on the screen like all staticky for some reason. So
That might be part of it. It depends on what it's trying to broadcast as well. If it's not configured properly, HDMI is a fucking mess.
Weird.
It's the worst. Use DisplayPort. Stop using HDMI, everyone.
Yeah.
But we do
Well-
get this good bit with Carl Lumley here, where he's talking to Noah, and he's like, "Hey, I don't trust you, and eventually our lives are going to be on the line, and I'm going to do my job. So the only person who is in any danger is me. You are safe because I, even though I don't like you, will still do what I want. What the job requires. I will still look out for my fellow agent, and I know that means I am screwed." And it's that good bit of spy talk where it's like, hey, we're not all, 100% the best friends here. But then the intra-office goons show up, and he's just like, well, that's never good. And I like the self-awareness. Like, I hate going, getting called to my boss's office as is. And I'm never worried about getting a 9mm pension.
Yeah.
Good old 9mm pension.
We find out he stole $47 million, though.
Nice.
Did he? So we know at the end of this show what's actually going on. He didn't steal $47 million. He made $47 million.
My assumption was he did both.
I mean, he might have done a little bit of both. I feel like if you were stealing from the Russian mobs in this world, you get killed a lot quicker.
He stole that money fair and square, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
I was under the assumption he, Superman 3'd it.
Oh, the
Office Space, yeah.
the worm virus worm, yeah. Steals a penny from everyone in the world. Yeah. Damn, I wish I could do that.
Sid watches a video of her mom's debrief here, conducted by Kusanov and some guy that the camera does a real long hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, before we find out what's going on in a scene, but before we knew what was going on, I thought this was young Sloane. I thought this was 20. This video was 20 years ago, and this was young Sloane, and that would have been interesting, but also probably a really tough hole to write yourself out of. But we learned this is Calder, an FBI agent who supposedly died with their mom.
We also
Jack
find
and
out
Sid-
that.
Go ahead.
Jack
we
and
also
Sid
find
talk.
out that.
Fucking go.
Am I still frozen for you?
100%. You've been frozen the entire time, Ben. I cannot see you when you're about to talk. Am I frozen for
that's a
you?
problem.
Do you see
Nope.
me about to talk?
I can see you moving. I can see Victor
Okay,
moving.
I can't see you about to talk. So I've just been trying to play this by ear the whole time, and it's been
It's frustrating,
fucking
I understand.
miserable. Yeah. It's-
We find out that Jack was being honeypotted, and so
Yeah.
Sydney finds out that both of her parents' life was a lie.
Yeah. Mom's a KGB agent, and I'm confused because this guy's name is Jack Bristow, but on the tape she says his name was Jonathan David Bristow or some shit.
Jack
like
is
that.
a nickname for John.
yeah.
How does
Jonathan.
that work?
Well, what's Jack short for normally? Jackathan?
Jackson, I guess. Jackie.
No, Jackson probably.
Jacqueline.
yeah.
John F. Kennedy's nickname was Jack. It is a
What?
Yeah, it's a long-standing nickname for people named John. Partially because for a big chunk of late medieval English history, John was such a popular name, you needed to be able to distinguish your Johns.
Yeah. Distinguish your Johns.
Yep.
Ding. So let's see here. Sid and Jack talk here after this conclusion. He urges her not to trust Noah. She wants to use him in an attempt to get Calder to get Casanau. She's got this mission plan. She asked her dad to go talk to the boss about it to get it approved. and it's just like, I'm trying to tell you, daughter dearest, that trusting spies in relationships is a bad idea. Maybe now that you are watching literally the footage of your mom betraying us, you could have a little bit more empathy and insight into this, perhaps.
Yeah.
Nah, Noah's one of the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to keep track of who's who in this. I'm just confused as hell. I'm just not gonna ask for clarification and just make up my own names and shit. So yeah.
All right. Vaughn heads to Bogota here to pursue a lead, which
Snap Wexley has to take care of his dog Donovan while he's away.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm probably gonna make a prediction about Donovan just because I love the dog.
Fair enough. So this is a promise for revenge against the snowman here is made. This guy used to arrange travel for him and was betrayed because he thought he had betrayed and all this stuff. So much betrayal. It's hard to keep track of.
I
But
also
Jack
get really
goes to-
mad because he's called the Snowman because he uses an ice pick.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Well, then he should be the Iceman. He's the Snowman because he strangles them with a scarf and always leaves behind a corncob pipe or something, or it's because he has ice water in his veins. He's the Snowman. It's like
yeah, the ice
Snowman
pick
and
is
ice
stupid.
picks don't go together.
Plus, ice pick is just not practical as a weapon. I mean, I guess it's
No.
fine as an assassination tool, I guess, but there's so many other ways to unalive someone that are more efficient. Yeah, why would you use an ice pick?
We
Just
have
to be cool,
guns.
I guess. Yeah. Well.
What are bullets if not tiny ice picks, Ben?
I remember that episode of Mythbusters. That was fun. They tried to see if you could shoot a bullet made out of ice. Yeah, no, it won't work.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Could have saved you a couple bucks there, Mythbusters.
That reminds me of it. If you're Beth or Laura or Glow, skip forward 30. There's an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger where there's an assassin who his gimmick is he always kills people with knives made out of ice.
Yeah, so there's
So
no
that-
murder weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, so afterward the murder weapon disappears.
Yeah, that was in some movie that Mythbusters was referencing. That there was an assassin who used a bullet made out of ice, so you couldn't trace the bullet. But that's ridiculous because you would
It's
just
also stupid. You
Yeah.
just throw the gun away and it doesn't matter.
So Jack goes to Sloan for operation clearance. He's worried Hicks has been turned and questions everyone's judgment. Rightly so.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't trust this guy. Admittedly, we've only seen him for 20 minutes, and he's been shady as fuck for those 20 minutes.
Did we
But,
skip over the part where we're in Bogota and there's a mysterious man with facial scars and a
We talked
No,
about it.
we talked about
did?
that already.
Okay, man, damn. Yeah, see how lost I am. This fucking show.
That's a different J.J. Abrams show.
Oh god damn it.
The mission gets approved, so they go to Cape Town to find Calder. Sydney talks with Vaughn briefly about this. She has beef with the FBI
Yes.
for impacting the job somehow. I'm sure this was in a previous episode.
And she
And we
spent
get our-
36 hours in FBI chains.
Yeah.
Which I'm just going to say, last time on, the FBI caught Sydney doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing, and they tried to use the CIA contacts to get her out, and the CIA people ran into the fake SD6 CIA people and had to
Nice.
bug out because we can't have two people here saying we're from the CIA, or else the FBI will just be going well, we're just arresting all of you.
We'll figure this out.
And
later.
also, right before this scene, we get our first music montage.
Yeah. So we get Cape Town Green as Paul Oakenfield plays here.
Yeah.
This is like a
second
bit of a
music
song.
montage.
Like I knew this song.
Oh yeah, this was the theme song for the early 2000s.
Yeah.
We also
To
get a
the-
completely silent sniper rifle, which that doesn't work.
Yeah, the noise canceling device that
I want that.
Timu
It's
Q
super
has,
white news. Yeah.
that doesn't make sense to me at all. But I remember hearing about how noise canceling headphones use a technology
They
that sounds
use
similar to
countersound.
that.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand that at all. So if I'm sitting next to someone who's wearing noise canceling headphones, wouldn't I be hearing the crap that their headphones are emitting all the time?
So what it does is it like works right around the earmuff and counter sounds like like if you were to put your head like on this part of the headphone on the side where it's coming out, you would not hear, like you'd feel it probably. You'd probably feel the vibrations depending on how loud the counter sound was. But it's like meant to dampen other sounds with nothingness. It's waves, yeah.
I've got
It's
some
pretty
really cool headphones I wear to the gun range that are designed to only block out. They do counter sound at specific decibel ranges,
Yeah.
so you don't damage your hearing while you're shooting, but you can talk to each other. It's real
that's
cool.
wild.
Yeah, I've got a pair of noise cancelers for like voices and ambient noise and stuff for airplanes. And then also I have a pair of earplugs that are designed for concerts that block out conversations but let concerts still be heard. So you don't hear the crowd at all and you just hear the concert.
Those are great.
They're fantastic. Yeah.
How much do those
I would
cost?
totally get a
like
Loops
30 or 40
sponsorship.
bucks.
No way. Oh, that's cool.
They're real. They're not expensive. They're not electronic. It does it with an acoustic chamber.
Oh, that's
So-
cool as shit. I love it. So you don't have to
Right?
charge them or anything.
They're real fucking cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Link me that shit after the show.
for sure.
But as somebody who has worked at a lot of businesses and places where they try to do we're a fun place to work, your boss is blasting music that you hate. Or at one point I worked next to 3 different people who all hummed.
Oh no.
And so they were all humming different songs at different pitches, and I had to spend a lot of money on big over-the-ear noise-canceling headphones. So if I could just hit a button on my arm, and it's just like, and you guys are quiet now.
Dude, oh god. You know what the worst thing is, and my fellow veterans out there will know this, but back in my army days when I was a private and I had to share a room with bunk beds with like 6 other dudes, what was so fucking annoying was when multiple dudes would break out a boombox and play their music without saying anything, without even the decorum to ask if it's like, hey, you guys mind if I post something? No, they just start playing it. You got one guy over there who's blasting Ice Cube, and then another guy on the other side who's blasting death metal, and then you got that asshole who's playing the Dave Matthews Band in the middle, and it's just fucking you all
Terror
three
of
going at the
Telequel?
same time.
Would
yeah.
you say that the Dave Matthews Band was in the space between the other boom boxes?
Jafar, go to bed. Go to bed. You're done.
But then our team of intrepid spies, they this a server in a warehouse, which
This is the world's worst placed server rack. I have worked in data centers, right? Like actual data centers. And the thing that they always fuck up in media when you see them, fake ones that you see here, is the rows, right? The thing you see here is all of the servers out with the back ends all pointed towards each other. You never fucking do that like this unless you have air suction in between them. You wouldn't be able to just drop down. What you do is you build hot aisles and cold aisles. So you pump AC in front of everything, and that pulls through. And then you have the hot aisle where you suck air out. Because all of the fans on the server will pull in the cold air to cool the computers and push out the super hot air on the other side. And so if you're going to have servers like this, one, you put a couple feet of airspace between them, and two, you have big fans over them to pull all of that hot air out.
But that would get in the way of them Mission Impossibling their way down into the servers.
Yeah, there's no
Or
way that
top
the server
copying.
is cooled efficiently to actually run.
Yeah. And they sneak in and they have to get this wireless modem within 3 feet of the server so that they can stop all the downloading. But because of the noise canceling, they don't notice that the rope is slipping, and then Noah has to hold on and rips up his arm trying to stop Sydney from falling to the ground. And it's also one of those things where it's like, okay, but you killed all the guards. They know you're here.
Yeah.
Hush you with your logic.
We then cut over to Jack, who earlier in the episode said, "I'm not going to watch the video. I don't want to see it." He's now watching the video,
watching the
and
video,
man,
yeah.
he is full Pooh Bear because he got stuck in the honeypot.
Full Pooh Bear. Nice. Oh, man. See, then Sydney goes home, and Will and Frankie are playing Xbox.
They're playing the foosball.
They're playing the giant original Xbox with the controllers that are the size of a keyboard.
And this is where they finally collectively get the balls to confront Sydney about her plane ticket, which, I mean, if this was me in this situation, I would be all just like, this is none of your fucking business. Hang on, guys, I got to take this call to my doctor's office. Well, back to Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, she is talking about how, oh, no, so, okay, guys, I had to sign a whole bunch of NDAs, and, like, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm actually a corporate courier for our bank now for stuff they don't want to be, traced over phone lines. And both of them are like, is that illegal? Yes!
Sort of, maybe.
But this is the sort of thing where then she goes and cries in the bathroom about having to lie to her friends.
And
it's-
montage number 3. I called it. during the crying bathroom scene.
But it is also, why is your cover job not something that includes international travel?
Yeah.
Like, duh.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if it was me in this situation, I would be all just like why do you guys care? What the hell, you know? But it is interesting that Frankie suspected she was having an affair, but is she even dating anyone that they know?
No, but they're just like, oh, well, if she said she went to one place and she went somewhere else, oh, maybe it was because it's a part of a tawdry romance.
Yeah.
I mean, she does not need to be in another relationship for it to not be cheating.
Okay, yeah, so she could be seeing a married guy or something.
Yeah.
Or married lady, so yeah.
Or an affair as in just tawdry and not illicit. You know, it's a bodice ripper.
A bodice ripper.
We then get back to SD6, where Marshall is like, "Hey, Sid, how's it going? Hey, did Sloan tell you what happened?" She's like, "No, what? Oh yeah, the computer got wiped as you guys were leaving." It's like, so you killed those South African security guards for nothing.
Yep. This is like the moment I knew that Noah was fucked.
Oh yeah.
Like, for sure. This was clear as day at this point. So, let's see here. Noah is going back undercover somewhere.
Baku.
He is volunteered. He reaches out to Sid about leaving SD6 again and retire to some island. He says that this is his getaway. Sid refuses to go with. As Marshall figures out the hard drive data recovery, he hopefully just downloaded Hiran's boot disk and is fine. If you understood that reference, plus 5 points. Sloan sends Sid and Marcus to go get Calder with this new information, but not before Noah calls Sid one last time from the airplane to be like, hey, you coming? She reaffirms no. Vaughn gets info about the snowman as Sid infiltrates Calder's mansion, where everyone is dead.
Also, we find out what happened to the Intercept people who caught the phone call from Dr. Boyfriend to Sydney.
Yeah, they weren't
Why didn't
monitoring
they catch
this
the phone call from
the
Noah
fucking
to
airplane.
Sydney at work?
You ask too much.
But yeah, they get inside, everyone's dead, and Victor,
What's up?
this is just for you. The
What's
count is 7. We have
7
this
what?
fight between Sydney and the snowman, and there are 7 spin kicks.
7 spin kicks. Hell yeah.
And there's a moment where the snowman could kill Sydney, but they hesitate. Which allows Sydney to do a reverse flip kick of her own, and he falls on his own knife, and then notices
Of course.
the bandages on his arm are the same ones that Noah had, because he was grabbing that rope to stop me from falling onto the servers to get the data that wasn't there.
Yeah, we have a
And
Scooby-Doo
pulls off the
moment.
mask, and it's him. And it's one of those things where it's like, so if Sydney did try to follow you, you wouldn't have been there. You would have been here in Australia murdering this man.
Speaking of being in Australia murdering this man, the snowman is there killing everyone. He and Sydney fight. He falls on his own knife, and it is revealed that the snowman was in fact Noah the entire time.
But
Yep.
Yeah. And Carl Lumbly walks in. I wasn't even aware he was in the vicinity.
Yep, he was in the van with the team, with the guy wearing a stereotypical Crocodile Dundee hat. And it's like, that's not as undercover as you want to be, my friend.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to what episode we see next, because I have no fucking clue what's going on, and I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, all right. So let's get that dice roll in. That is an 11, which takes us to Season 2, Episode 9, Passage, Part 2.
Oh, yes. Awesome.
I fucking love it when we hit a Part 2.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
This sounds like it's a very important episode for the show, too. While continuing on a mission to take control of 6 nuclear warheads,
Jesus.
Sydney and Jack discover where Irina's loyalties lie when she meets up with Gerard Cuvier. Meanwhile, Sloane informs the Alliance that Emily may still be alive. Who's Gerard? Who's Emily? Irene was the mom, right?
Yes.
Oh, this is
Well-
wild.
We'll have to figure that the fuck out, but before we do, we should probably make some predictions.
Lincoln, what are you doing up there?
Guessing? I guess no one's coming.
I have seen into the future.
You ruined the prophecy.
All right, I'll go first this time.
All right.
I'm going to say daytime, 2 more dead boyfriends.
That's a good one.
That we see or total?
Total. That's why it's a daytime.
That's easy. Yeah, daytime. Fair.
I'm going to go evening, Sydney kills her mom.
Ooh.
And then prime time, we get a jump out of an airplane without a parachute. Bonus points if the plane explodes.
Dude, hang on.
That can't be a primetime prediction. That is surely going to happen.
No.
Should I switch my
come on.
my evening and prime time?
I feel like there's no risk on your primetime, Ben.
I feel like there's okay. So are you talking? Okay, it depends on if you say is this something we're going to see that we land on, or something that happens at some point during the show.
That we land on.
I think that's
Okay.
fair.
Okay, I feel better about it then.
Yeah.
It seems real season series finale-y to me, but that's a lot better. All right. So, daytime prediction: the mother betrays them.
Oh yeah.
Evening
easy one.
prediction: that was a ruse. My primetime prediction: that ruse was a ruse.
See, this is what I like. You're playing in the space.
So the mother. This all hinges on the mother betraying them, which of course she
Yes.
already has once.
Yes.
Okay. The ruse was a ruse. Writing that down. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing it right this time. I'm keeping track of all of our predictions as we go. Okay, my turn. Here is my daytime prediction, and these are all things that we are going to see, just to make it easy.
All right.
We're going to see a piano wire assassination.
Hell yeah.
Number 2, one of my favorite TV tropes ever. We're going to get an incredibly obvious bomb, like with wires and sticks and the countdown and everything. And number 3, I got to throw it in here. I have to do it. We're going to get a Star Trek guest star.
All right.
Okay.
For a bonus point, do you want to pick a series?
Was it Victor Garber
Enterprise.
on Star Trek?
Definitely,
I think he
I'm going
was.
Faith of the Heart. Wasn't who?
Victor
Victor
Garber
Garber
was,
was on Star Trek.
Probably, yeah. But I mean,
but
I'm
we're
talking
talking about a main
a guest
cast
star.
member from Star Trek showing
yeah.
up.
Someone
in
prominent.
a title credit.
Someone prominent, and
Say more than 5 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's Jeffrey Combs, then
Yeah, more than 5
Give me those
episodes
points.
Yeah. Did you know Jeffrey Combs was in a movie that was supposed to be a 90s Doctor Strange movie, but they lost the license
Yes.
right before the movie came out?
Yes.
No.
What was it called?
Dr. Mordu.
Mordred. Yes.
Mordred, yeah.
It's a
because Mordu's
generic.
another...
I love that movie. It's so bad, and
I just heard about this earlier today.
oh, dude, Mystery Science Theater did a riff on it.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Victor Garber was in Star Trek 2009 in a deleted scene. he was the Klingon interrogator when the Romulans
Oh, he was. Yes.
were captured by Klingons
Oh wow.
because J.J. Abrams brought him into Star Trek.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Cool. Sorry, I just got a text message about my dog's reservation for this weekend. I'm dropping her off at a place called Pet Paradise that is really nice. They got an outdoor pool. This place is nicer than some hotels I've stayed at. So she's gonna get spoiled.
Well,
All right.
you are sending a thank you text back to them.
Hmm.
We've got some thank yous to say.
Yes, we
Sure do. Thank you, Ripe, for letting us use Goon Squad as our theme. We appreciate the hell out of it. Their album's dropping soon. Tour. Go check them out. Thank you so much.
And thank you to you, the listener. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review. It'll really help out the show. And if you do, we'll give you a shout out. We'll even give you a custom shout out. Let us know what you want to say, and we will say it. And if you want to communicate with us directly, go to voicecast.app/LTO, and you can send us a message there, either audio or text, and we will respond to you on the show as well. And as of this moment, we still have not received a single message, so you could be the first one.
Sad.
Yeah, come on, guys, talk to us. Even if you say that Victor sounds like a douchebag, then you just say it, man. Come on.
And we'll see you next time on Last Time On.
Perfect. Right.